Have you ever stood in front of your mirror, carefully dressed, your accessories in place, your makeup just right, yet something about your reflection still feels underwhelming? The outfit is fine, the fit is flattering, but the overall impression seems to fall short of the elegance you envisioned. Here's a little style truth that few people talk about. It might not be the fabric or the cut at all. It might be the color. Yes, the shades you choose can completely shift how others perceive your look and how you feel in it. Certain colors have a way of dulling your natural radiance, cheapening the appearance of even the most expensive outfit, and quietly undermining your confidence. And the most surprising part, this has nothing to do with the price tag. A high-end designer dress in the wrong color can make you look less polished, while a simple, well-tailored piece in the right shade can make you look effortlessly refined. As women over 40, we're in a chapter where our style should reflect our wisdom, confidence, and sophistication, not blend into the background or work against us. But here's the problem. Many of us are still holding on to colors we loved decades ago, without realizing they no longer flatter our evolving skin tone, hair, and presence. Today, I'm going to share the 7 colors that can instantly cheapen your look, no matter your budget or wardrobe. I'll also give you elevated alternative shades that enhance your skin's luminosity, bring depth to your features, and speak of quiet, confident luxury. Once you know them, you'll see your closet in a completely new light, and you'll be able to make effortless, elegant choices every single morning. Let's start with the very first culprit, a color so many women wear without thinking, yet it can drain your glow faster than you realize. Mistake 1, the faded, dusty pastel trap. There's a certain softness to pastels that can feel romantic, but when they're faded, dusty, or washed out, they do the exact opposite of what you want. These muted shades can drain the life from your complexion, make fabrics look worn, and give the impression of an outfit that's been sitting in the back of your wardrobe for decades. Instead of light and airy, the overall effect becomes dull and tired. Think of an old powder blue cardigan that's lost its vibrancy, or a pale lilac blouse in a thin, limp fabric. Under certain lighting, these colors flatten the natural warmth in your skin, casting a grayish undertone that makes even healthy skin appear sallow. The texture matters too. A pastel in a cheap, shiny polyester will reflect light unevenly, exaggerating creases and making the fabric look low quality, even if it isn't. Psychologically, these faded pastels can unintentionally send the message of fragility or passivity. They whisper forgettable instead of confident, and in a world where first impressions matter, they can suggest you're blending into the background rather than owning the room. What to wear instead? Opt for pastels with presence colors that are soft yet saturated, with a hint of warmth or depth. Swap a washed-out baby pink for a refined rose quartz, or blush with peach undertones. Replace pale, dusty blue with a clear sky blue or soft periwinkle in a quality fabric that holds its shape. These tones still give you the lightness you love, but in a way that enhances your complexion and conveys quiet elegance. And remember, fabric choice is just as important as hue. A silk blouse in a rich pastel will catch the light luxuriously, while a matte cotton in the same shade may appear flat. Choose textures that feel as good as they look, and you'll instantly elevate even the softest colors into something that speaks of intention and grace. Mistake 2, the harsh neon overload. Neon colors have their place. They're bold, attention-grabbing, and electric. But the truth is, they work best on athletic gear, nightclub lighting, and high-fashion runway moments, not in everyday elegance. On mature skin, neon shades can overpower your natural features, exaggerate fine lines, and pull all the focus away from you and onto the color itself. Imagine a highlighter yellow blouse under midday sunlight. Instead of illuminating your face, the reflection bounces upward, tinting your skin a sickly shade. A neon coral dress may look lively on a hanger, but on the body, it can fight against your skin tone rather than complement. Even the finest fabrics can appear synthetic when dyed in such aggressive pigments. The way neon catches and scatters light often has a plastic-like sheen, diminishing the perception of quality. Psychologically, neon sends a message of "look at me" urgency. It can come across as trying too hard or chasing trends, rather than embodying the poised confidence that comes with seasoned style. While it might turn heads momentarily, it rarely leaves a lasting impression of refinement. What to wear and choose colors with vibrancy, but in sophisticated tones. Swap neon yellow for a warm marigold or rich sunflower gold. These bring brightness without overwhelming your features. Replace neon pink with a deep rose, fuchsia, or raspberry that flatters most complexions and photographs beautifully. If you love lively greens, trade acid lime for jewel-toned emerald or fresh spring green. The key is to seek saturation without the harsh glare. Colors that are rich, deep, and luminous will still energize your look, but in a way that feels timeless and intentional. Pair them with textures that enhance their elegance: silk for a soft glow, crepe for gentle depth, or fine knits for a luxe matte finish. With this subtle shift, you'll still be unforgettable, but for all the right reasons. Mistake 3. The lifeless flat black. Black is often hailed as the ultimate chic color: slimming, versatile, timeless, and while that's true in many cases, not all black is created equal. When black fades, loses depth, or comes in a thin, low-quality fabric, it can completely reverse its magic. Instead of looking sharp and expensive, it appears dull, tired, and lifeless. Picture a once jet black dress that's now a murky charcoal after countless washes. Under soft lighting, it no longer frames the face elegantly. Instead, it creates a shadow that makes the skin appear drawn and fatigued. In harsh daylight, the fabric's uneven tone and limp texture can betray its age, regardless of how well it's cut. Cotton blends and inexpensive synthetics are especially guilty of this, as they tend to lose their richness quickly and reflect light in a way that feels flat. Psychologically, a faded black can send the message of neglect, as though your clothing is an afterthought rather than an intentional choice. And when black loses its depth, it loses the authority and sophistication it's meant to convey. Instead of confident and polished, it can quietly suggest worn out and overlooked. What to wear instead? Keep black in your wardrobe, but insist on quality and care. Choose deep, inky black in fabrics that hold their pigment and structure. Think structured crepe, silk, fine wool, or high-quality jersey. Maintain the richness by laundering with care and refreshing pieces when they start to fade. Alternatively, experiment with deep, near black shades that flatter mature skin beautifully: midnight navy, espresso brown, charcoal with a blue undertone, or deep forest green. These hues soften the harshness of pure black while maintaining its slimming, sophisticated appeal. When your black is intentional, deep, and luxuriously textured, it becomes a true statement of elegance, one that enhances your presence instead of diminishing it. Mistake 4. The cheap, shiny metallics. Metallics can be breathtaking when done well. They catch the light, add dimension, and bring a touch of glamour to an outfit. But when the metallic finish is too shiny, too brassy, or poorly executed, it can instantly cheapen your look. Instead of reading as luxury, it starts to feel more like costume jewelry than couture. Think of a gold blouse in a stiff, high-shine polyester that reflects light in sharp, almost blinding flashes, or a silver jacket with a plastic-like coating that crinkles when you move. These overly reflective finishes tend to highlight every crease in the fabric, and on mature skin, they can also amplify fine lines by bouncing harsh light toward the face. Even if the garment is brand new, the sheen can make it look dated, reminiscent of fast fashion trends that rarely stand the test of time. Psychologically, overly shiny metallics can signal flashiness rather than sophistication. They shout for attention, but in a way that feels surface level, rather than conveying depth, poise, and quiet confidence. When metallics are poorly executed, they risk giving the impression of trying to impress rather than already being impressive. What wear instead? Choose metallics with a soft, brushed, or satin finish. A muted gold silk blouse, a pewter leather clutch, or a champagne-toned lame skirt can add a luminous touch without overwhelming the eye. These finishes allow the light to dance gently over the fabric, creating depth and richness rather than glare. Another elegant choice is incorporating metallic thread into a weave. Think subtle gold running through a tweed, or a shimmer of silver in a fine knit. These understated touches bring dimension and interest, but still keep the overall impression refined. Metallics, when chosen wisely, can elevate an outfit to art. The secret is to let them whisper sophistication, not scream for attention. Mistakes on 5. The overly warm beige washout. Beige has long been considered a classic, safe color, neutral, versatile, and easy to pair with almost anything. But when the tone leans too warm or too flat, it can quickly wash you out, especially for women over 40 whose skin tones may have softened or cooled with time. Instead of reading as timeless and elegant, overly warm beige can make your skin appear sallow, your features fade, and your entire outfit feel lifeless. Picture a camel-toned sweater in a thin knit that blends too closely with your skin, erasing the natural contrast that brings vibrancy to your face. or a light tan blouse under artificial lighting, casting a yellowish reflection that dulls your eyes and lips. Warm beige and matte, inexpensive fabrics can also give the appearance of being dated, a safe choice that lacks personality or polish. Psychologically, wearing the wrong beige can unintentionally convey hesitation or invisibility. It can suggest you're dressing to blend in rather than dressing to be remembered. While there's nothing wrong with subtlety, elegance thrives on intention, not on disappearing into the background. What to wear instead? First, find your right beige. If your skin has cooler undertones, opt for a beige with a hint of gray or blush. Think taupe, stone, or soft mushroom. These shades create a gentle contrast that flatters your natural coloring. If you have warmer undertones, choose richer neutrals like caramel, biscuit, or light mocha, which enhance your skin's warmth without draining it. Also, elevate beige through texture. A cashmere sweater, silk blouse, or fine wool trousers in the right neutral instantly feel more expensive than a flat, synthetic version in the same shade. Pair your beige with another color, deep navy, crisp white, or a muted jewel tone to ensure the look feels layered and intentional rather than monochrome and forgettable. The right neutral should frame your beauty, not compete with it. When chosen wisely, beige becomes a canvas for elegance, not a reason to disappear. Mistake 6. The sickly, pale yellow. Yellow can be uplifting, cheerful, and full of life, but the wrong yellow can be one of the fastest ways to dull your natural radiance. Pale, overly cool, or green-tinged yellows are especially tricky, as they often clash with mature skin tones and cast an unflattering shadow on the face. Instead of bringing sunshine to your look, they can leave you looking tired, washed out, or even unwell. Imagine a pastel lemon blouse and a stiff cotton under harsh daylight. Instead of adding warmth, it reflects a faint greenish tone onto your skin, making under-eye shadows more pronounced and robbing your cheeks of their healthy flush. In photos, these shades can flatten your features entirely, especially if paired with equally pale neutrals. Cheap fabrics like polyester blends make the problem worse, as the color often appears thin, patchy, or overly shiny. Psychologically, sickly pale yellow can send a message of fragility or indecision. Rather than radiating confidence and vitality, it risks projecting the opposite, a quiet hesitance, as though the wearer isn't fully present in her own style choices. It's a color that can seem harmless on a hanger, but in practice, it often undermines the wearer's elegance. What to wear instead? If you love yellow, choose deeper, more saturated tones that work with your complexion rather than against. Rich mustard, warm marigold, or goldenrod bring a regal glow to the skin and convey confident energy. These shades are particularly striking in luxurious fabrics like silk, crepe, or fine knits, where the color appears full-bodied and luminous. Another elegant approach is to use yellow as an accent rather than a dominant shade, perhaps in a patterned scarf, statement earrings, or a handbag. This allows you to enjoy its brightness without overwhelming your overall palette. The right yellow will frame your face in warmth, energize your look, and make every entrance feel like a golden moment. Mistake 7. The overly cool, icy gray. Gray is often praised as the ultimate neutral, understated, versatile, and effortlessly chic. But when the shade is too cool, too pale, or too flat, it can drain your natural coloring and leave you looking muted rather than polished. Overly icy grays have a way of leaching warmth from the skin, exaggerating shadows and dulling the sparkle in your eyes. Picture a light bluish-gray cardigan in a thin acrylic knit. Under indoor lighting, it casts a faint blue tone on your skin, emphasizing any natural redness or under-eye darkness. On camera or in photos, it can make your complexion appear cold and lifeless, especially if paired with other cool neutrals. Cheap fabrics make this even worse. The color takes on a steel-like flatness, and the lack of depth in the weave makes the garment look inexpensive. Psychologically, icy gray can send a message of detachment or disengagement. Instead of expressing quiet authority, it can unintentionally suggest disinterest, as though the outfit is more functional than intentional. While minimalism is a beautiful style philosophy, it still requires warmth, balance, and texture to feel elevated. What to wear instead? If you love gray, seek out warmer or deeper variations that bring out your complexion's natural glow. Medium heather gray, soft grayish, a mix of gray and beige, or charcoal with subtle brown or plum undertones are timeless and flattering. These hues still provide the versatility of gray, but with a depth that reads as luxurious and intentional. Texture is also key. A heathered cashmere sweater, a wool blend coat, or a silk blouse in a rich gray tone creates dimension, catching light in a way that adds interest and sophistication. Pair with complementary colors like ivory, camel, or muted jewel tones to keep the look fresh and modern. When gray has the right warmth, depth, and texture, it transforms from a draining neutral into a foundation of refined elegance. 5-word timeless color style recommendation. 1. Deep navy blue. Deep navy is one of fashion's most dependable luxury. Visually, it offers the depth of black without its harshness, flattering every skin tone with a soft, refined glow. In silk, crepe, or fine wool, it catches light beautifully, creating an understated richness. Pair with crisp white for freshness, camel for warmth, or silver for evening elegance. Wear it in a tailored blazer for professional poise, a wrap dress for casual grace, or a floor-length gown for formal impact. The navy speaks of quiet confidence, a color that never shouts yet always stands out. 2. Rich emerald green. Emerald green radiates sophistication and vitality, offering a jewel-like depth that instantly elevates any look. Its cool undertones bring clarity to the skin and brightness to the eyes, making it a flattering choice for nearly every complexion. In silk, velvet, or structured crepe, it feels regal and luxurious. Pair with gold accessories for warmth, or with black for sleek evening elegance. Wear it as a statement dress for formal occasions, a tailored blouse for work, or a cashmere scarf for casual. Emerald doesn't just complement your style, it commands attention with grace. 3. Warm camel. Camel is the embodiment of quiet luxury, a soft golden neutral that adds instant polish to any outfit. Its warmth flatters mature skin tones, bringing a healthy glow without overpowering. In cashmere, wool, or buttery leather, camels exude richness and timeless style. Pair it with ivory for a refined monochrome look, deep navy for contrast, or burgundy for seasonal depth. Perfect for tailored coats, wide-leg trousers, or structured handbags. Camel transitions effortlessly from professional meetings to weekend brunches. It's a shade that whispers sophistication, proving that elegance often speaks in the softest tone. 4. Soft blush pink. Soft blush pink carries a gentle elegance that flatters the skin with a subtle, youthful glow. Unlike louder pinks, its muted warmth feels refined and timeless. In silk, chiffon, or fine knit, blush pink drapes beautifully and adds a whisper of romance to your look. Pair it with ivory for a fresh, airy feel, charcoal for balance, or gold accents for understated glamour. Perfect for a wrap blouse at the office, a flowing midi dress for daytime events, or a tailored coat in cooler months. Blush pink is effortlessly feminine, without being overly sweet. 5. Crisp white. Crisp white is the ultimate symbol of freshness and sophistication. It reflects light beautifully, brightening your complexion and adding instant clarity to your look. In tailored cotton shirts, silk blouses, or structured dresses, white conveys effortless confidence and refinement. Pair with navy for nautical chic, camel for understated luxury, or bold accessories for a striking state. Wear it for professional meetings, summer soirees, or weekend brunches. It adapts flawlessly to every occasion. Crisp white is more than a color, it's a declaration of poise, proving that true elegance lies in simplicity done to perfection. Practical styling tips for effortless color mixing. The key to looking polished is balance. When mixing colors, pair one bold or rich shade with a neutral to keep the look grounded. Think emerald green with camel, or deep navy with blush pink. Choose fabrics that complement each other in weight and texture. A silk blouse with tailored wool trousers feels refined, while linen with structured cotton adds relaxed elegance. Accessories should echo your color story. A gold bracelet can warm up cooler tones, while pearl earrings soften richer shades. For women over 40, harmony is everything. Let one element be the statement, and let the rest quietly support it. This way your style feels intentional, graceful, and effortlessly chic. We've uncovered the 7 colors that can quietly diminish your elegance and the timeless alternatives that elevate it. Now it's your turn. Take a fresh look at your wardrobe and ask yourself, which shades truly serve the woman I am today? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your style discoveries. If this inspired you, like this video, subscribe and join our ageless beauty community where style has no age limit. Remember, elegance isn't about turning back time, it's about owning every chapter with grace, confidence, and beauty.